Are we here? Hello? 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 Hey, okay. Chat, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me you're looking for? Don't you walk out that door unless it's a door you need to go through and a portal to intertwine you into your destiny. A fate, a fate, a fate. A fate, activating the third eye with love, like a dove, and then hither of. We're playing around. She's on her late night. Now, y'all, I forgot even what I was about to say. Oh, okay, so things that can make you laugh. So, y'all, the struggle is real. The struggle is really real. And the struggle is super, like, I remember when that used to be a joke, like, Brittany, the struggle is real. Oh my god. Like, no. The struggle, like, the struggle is real. Okay? Okay. Now I'll tell you this. Now I will tell you this. So the last couple days though, I had been really just going through it, right? And I had slacked off on the body movement, and getting a sweat in, working out, running, taking care of myself in that way. And I noticed, like, it's really not about looks. It really is, like, if you, like, it keeps, for me personally, I don't know if this is all people that have, like, trauma or any type of, like, depression, PTSD, anxiety. Like, I don't know if that's what it is, or, like, if this is all bodies. Like, I'm not a doctor, okay? I don't know the deal. But what I do know is that when you don't do that, like, it's like that old residue of, like, past lives. Hey bestie, thanks for the heart me. Hey, welcome in. And, like, my horse. Hey, thank you for the rose. Hey, thank you for the hand heart. It's a beloved. Wait. And she's the real one too. She's the sweetest. My friend. I'm like, my friend. I'm like, wait. I'm like, not softening that heart of stone. My heart of stone. You're softening it. Thank you. Hey. Thank you. Thank you for the. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, I love you. I'm like, I got, wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. God's love and self-love is the best. and real support and love from kind human beings that are there. That's what. Thank you. You too. Big love. Thank you, pretty. So that's what I'm like. Literally, I'm like, how do I even get my mind right? Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. You know what? Y'all, she's all over the map. She's all over the map. We're all over the map today, okay? You gotta follow with it, or just take the bits and pieces as they come. But as I was listening to the Energy Never Dies album of the Black Eyed Peas, right? The one everybody loves, cause boom, boom, pow, jack my style. I was listening to those songs that I hadn't really heard before, right? The other ones, and bitch, I can't even tell you like which ones they're called. Like I really wish. I've been trying not to like keep a dialogue on every single thing I do, because motherfuckers just make me crazy. We're not going back to that. Okay, we're not going back to the obsessing over. Okay, letting things go. But the song was super good though, and yo, where was I going with that? Where I was going with that was, oh, it was talking about energy, and the frequencies, and you know, just again that constant change of energy and the transforming of the energy, and how again the energy never dies, right? It transforms into something else, and that's what being an alchemist is, right? And that's also that spiritual thing I wandered into the other night. They did have bits and pieces of it that like I did vibe with. I just it just sucks because like I can appreciate other groups and they're like you know, take from things Grace, take from it what you will. It's just for me, because I'm such a sensitive person, and I've been through like, you know, people telling me what to believe so many times, and you know, I just have a sensitive spot for people like bypassing your beliefs and your faith and minimizing it. So, you know, it gave more like, again, I think I touched on it already. It just was more about like worshiping being detached and worshiping being completely logical, and just not having a heart or feelings or like love. And that's where spirituality comes from, really. So I don't, but I digress. The point is, they did say something about they did have some pieces of information that I hadn't heard before, and I was like, very interesting stuff. And with that, you know, it touched on the alchemy and the energy and the changing of it. And so getting back to that is, you just feel when I don't move my body, I feel like it literally, you feel like the past energies and the stagnancy in your body just build up, and and you start to think, you know, you get those negative thoughts and patterns coming back and feelings, but like you're not that person anymore, and you don't live in those, you know. It's like your body is like, will be in like, what do they call it? Don't they call hearts like cardiac arrest or something? Yo, I rebuke. But like that's what it literally, like in Harry Potter when Dumbledore goes arresto momentum, that's like what it, that's what's going on, like your whole body. And Mariah said, I don't have time for the rigmarole. I don't know, but to me that, I forgot what exactly that meant, but again, that gave rigor mortis, like just basically a deathly, all of it deathly. So the point being, I have to make sure I have to make sure that we got to take care of ourselves. Okay, and that's that self-love too, because it's like I love myself enough to not want to feel that way and leave myself in that harm. But like it can be really rough, because God has brought, really though, God has brought me through so much in this last year. Like it's been a couple years in the making. This has been this whole journey, like literally, again, since the Pink Friday 2 world tour and album, right? So really like 3 years, because it was like a year of still being in that space, and then the year of coming out of it, and then and healing, and then yeah, and now we're in the next phase of that, and it's just like continuing to build away from that and build a new life of me not being stuck in that. Like I'm not hurt and stuck in that and wanting that stuff anymore, or those past lives or things. Like I've been trying and making an effort to move forward and build a community and to build a future and a path forward. And it's been really hard because, you know, like, oh yeah, before, I'm like, she hates sharing about, you know, because I try to be focused on what fills me up and what is positive, or right, or basically I don't talk about, or I try not to focus on what is weighing me down or upsetting me, because, you know, that's like what I spend all my time trying to heal or avoid or like work out of. And, you know, I've always been the person to shoulder on other people's pains and hurts and feelings. But nobody's really ever been there for me. And again, that's where that self-love came in, right? Is respecting myself enough to walk away from those things. After all the years of thinking, you know, if you just love people enough, if you just do enough for them or please them, like then they'll, or if you say things in a certain way or explain better, then they'll get it. Like, no, we're done with all that, right? But it's what's been the struggle is the long period of being alone after all those years of giving so much and doing so much for people, and realizing, like, you know, how over giving and attentive and loving, you know, you are, like, and realizing, you know, that, like, sitting alone in that now and realizing the lack of reciprocation from really anywhere, and staying in that though because you want to meet new people where you have healthy reciprocal relationships, and there is like an equal balance of respect and care, and people that actually want to listen to you and hear you and encourage you, and, you know. And so I think it's just been hard. It's been hard being in that and being consistent with, you know, with continuing to try and build a community, because it's been a year now of me streaming, and it's something that I believed, I believe in like the community that I want, and I love the creativity and inspiration that comes from it, and the people that you can meet, and and I see what people can do with it, like the kind of communities you can build, the positive impact you can have, and it's like that is what keeps me going. I think it's just, it's the, and then it's just hard because it's like the constant, staying in your belief in yourself and your love for yourself, and not letting your worth be determined by the fact of, like, I was just really, like, the struggle is real, dude. Like, it's just like constantly putting yourself out there to either, there was a lot of times that I had been like, people had been just mean as hell or trolling, or like, and it's like I was already in a really horrible mind space and, emotional space, and it's like, then to put yourself out there and then people be hateful or aggressive, it's like, wow, like, you really, like, it's like, yeah, I've already been through that in life in the past, but it's like, damn, I'm trying to come out of that and then it happening more as an adult from other grown-ass adult, like, really throws you off. I mean, yeah, but that could be said about, like, it's just the doubts, right? The doubts on it's like, should I, like, because I haven't, I've made this my sole focus, like, believing in myself and what I want to do, the community I want to build, like where I want to go from here. Like, I've been locked in, like totally locked in and consistent and faithful, and I have not given up, even with my phone and selfie stick. Like, I have continued streaming consistently for the last year. I've continued, trying to come up with new things, do different things, build a community, be active on social, like on the social medias, be active in the Discord, make different group chats, like, and I know that, none of that is guaranteed, but it's like I felt a personal calling to it. I have been putting in the work towards it, and it's not that I expect to be like, like, it's just like, even just having, a small group of people that are like, that you vibe with would be, I thought would happen by this point. So it's like that, and then, I haven't applied for jobs at other places. I haven't given in to going and working somewhere and doing that, like, so I've been dedicated to this, not working, and in a hostile home where my body's in constant state of fight or flight alert and scanning, and like where the person is just like checked out, not there, and I have to be constantly working around that and just taking care of myself and try to keep myself happy. And it's like, just this journey has been a lot. And it really is, it is hard to keep the consistency and the dedication and the will to continue to do it. especially when it's like, oh, like, you're in an environment where it's like everybody, like, you're in a, even when, when I go outside and try to meet people, like, it's a really conservative area, so it's like all families are, like, or creeps. It's like families, creeps, young people, and oldies, like, or people, just really egotistical people. Like, and so it's hard not going to the same places because you don't, you know what I mean? Like, you're on your own path trying to build something. And so it's like I fight for this every day. And then when I do take my time for myself out there, like in the world, some days it's good, some days it's great. Sometimes I meet real cool people. And then sometimes it's like, you run into some jerks. Like, again, grown ass people that live in their egos, or just they don't they don't treat human beings as human beings. Like, they treat people from how they operate in their own worlds and minds. It's very bizarre. And again, a lot of it is like those people who will go to church every Sunday and be very polished and prim and proper, but they're super emotionally detached, and they don't even treat other humans out in the world like humans. Like, they can't even look them in the eye and say hello. Like, they act like, ew, get away from me. Like, which, and I understand a lot of people are overstimulated or distracted, but a lot of people are just not very good humans. But that has pointed out, the few that are. Is cereal a soup? Hell no. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Soup is hot. Soup is hot and thick. Cereal is cold in milk. That'd be like if a milkshake is soup. But yeah. So a lot of tough things. So some days, it is hard to continue to push through, but literally that's why, God has been we said God's love and self-love. Like, that has been literally everything. Like, that has been God has been my rock. God has been my light. God has been my fortress, my comforter. Everything. My hope. Because it's hard, right? It's hard, right? Like, when you're going through all these different things, like, and you don't know, like, you don't have any form of control or consistency or support. Like, it's hard not to turn back to old habits or people or situations just to feel some form of normalcy. Like, then you would be accepted, then you would have a role, then you would be able to fit in, then, like, but it's like you're not that person anymore, so you can't. But that's where believing in yourself, literally every single day, believing in yourself, loving yourself enough, trusting yourself enough, every single day. Every single day. having faith over fear. Right? That's where it started, blind faith and faith over fear. That's where my journey started, and that's where it continues. Continuing in blind faith and choosing that every day over fear. Because it's another stroke, you know, it is hard, like continuing to put yourself out there with these constant ghosts and faces of the past that pop up on your screen and lurk around on you without ever, you know, like it's just like, you know, things you'd rather forget. And it's like, you know, I'm not that person anymore, I don't live that life anymore. But it's like, man, these little gnats, they won't fly away. They will not fly away. They just keep popping around, and it's like, man, get away, you gnat. Get away. And it's really hurtful too. It is really hurtful too, because it's like, you know, they don't support, they don't interact, they just lurk around like little gnats. But it's just is when you're having a good day, it's like it doesn't bother you so much. But it's like when you're having a rough day and that stuff starts happening, it's like, man, it can really just drain your energy and pull you down. That's why literally all of these grounding skills, all of these self-love skills and God, like all of that has been what's been keeping me through. I was blessed enough to literally, I had to start Ubering again, bro, because I couldn't, like, I need gas money. Okay, hello. And also, like, I have a dentist appointment that I finally have taken care of, like, you know, made the effort to go take care of myself, get my health together, right? Being a grown person, get that under control. And so I had to, you know, you need money to get that done. Hello. And then you need gas to get there. Hello. So I was blessed enough to get that. And then I was lucky because this person didn't take one of their orders or something. It wasn't one I picked up, but it was some, like, they didn't pick up their order from somewhere else, and I was lucky enough to get some free food, bro. So I was like, wow, this, and I saw like a Chinese Lunar New Year thing, so I was like, damn, this is a blessing from God, bro. I got the money for my dentist appointment, got to get that taken care of, cavity filled, bro, and yeah, the sugar's no good. No good, bitch. No good. Sugar, sweet. Okay. But that and the gas to get there, and I'm like, hell yeah. And some free food, hell yeah. Shit, I wasn't even gonna tell y'all this too, but this was the other blessing that happened to me. This was the other crazy thing. Look, y'all, I'm not a thiever. Okay, I don't take things from people or places, but if I'm gonna get luckily blessed from what I believe is a blessing from God, I am not going to be an idiot. I'm going to take that and say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. That being said, I've been wearing these slip-ons, right? When I tell y'all I go to the track, like, I've been wearing these old slip-ons, and my flat foot ass has been giving me the worst shin splints. It's not good. Tell me why. When I was out on one of my walks and whatnot at this park, beautiful brand new pair of new to me, beautiful, and they were like, I love them, beautiful pair of New Balances that were my size, sitting there tied, just sitting there under the moonlight. Bitch, I said, thank you, God. I I said, thank you, God. I literally could cry right now because, like, literally, like, I haven't had shin splints since. So I have been receiving these wonderful blessings. New pair of shoes, nice shoes, free meal, the money to get my cavity filled, my gas. You know, some people literally don't have a car to move in or a phone to operate, and like, you know, like I'm very blessed. And so these blessings on top of that, like, it just makes me feel like, wow, like, you know, well, it feels like alignment in the time, like when it's happening. I'm like, wow, this is like literally, like literally, that's how you, like, you know, like you feel like you're like, holy crap, thank you, God, like this literally aligned, like alignment, like thank you for this blessing. And it literally is what keeps you getting through. That's why I say this struggle is real, bro. Because imagine having like anxiety and continuing to put yourself out there to build a community and put yourself out there on all these, you know, all these platforms where people from your past just stare at you and look and don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're in a home where you're isolated on constant high alert. And then it's like, you know, I'm open and I love meeting new people and stuff, but it's like I have to constantly be wary of like, do they want something from me? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's hard because it's like you're trying to be open to love and dating and friendship and all these things, but a lot of people are very draining, and they do want to take, and they do want something. And it's like not all people are like that, no. And that's what I've been so blessed to meet, the few couple, like literally, like, you know what I'm saying, like the people you can the few people that have really been there, bro, the few people that are like literally like 2-3, like even if it's just online, like that matter, like these things really matter. Like you literally, like, I don't even know, there aren't really other words, like you're here in this world, bro, and it's like nobody else, you know what I'm saying, like nobody else is responsible for you or owes you anything. Like it's you and God. And I think that's the biggest, you know. So continuing to choose love and light and not be afraid and not just go into any sort of relationship or of any kind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like y'all know what I'm saying. I've been talking about this for 30 minutes. Well, I'm always, you know, holding on to the strong, be happy, let's be positive, but I don't want to, like, you know, like you can't always be that, and it's like I don't want to push fake positivity when it's like not something that I'm feeling. Literally, y'all, when I was in the gym, like I was doing the stretches and like doing the what did they call it, like the trauma moving stuff, and I just like started friggin' sobbing like a baby. Oh, but then I went in the computer room and they had they had a screensaver of this dog on there, like a it looked like a high sheepdog, and it was smiling, and he said it said I'm gooning. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this? What are you doing? Who put this? But it made me laugh so much, and I was like, yes. And that's why, and earlier when we were looking at the AI stuff, we weren't on here with y'all yet, but there was this really cool it was really cool. I appreciated the artistic version of it, because y'all know I love my AI art and all that. But it made me sad, because it was like, dude, so we grew up, you know, with the celebrities, like, oh my gosh, I wish I looked like her, I wish I looked like this, and like that was never attainable for like normal everyday people, really, right? But now these people are growing up with literally artificial robotic images being made to be real, like made to be women that people are looking at. And it's like, it already starts with young kids on Roblox, bro. Like them having that and being like, oh, I'm not pretty because I don't look like this Roblox character. So now y'all, they're like literally artificial, like that is never humanly attainable. So I was getting a little down about that. And I saw why people were so worried about AI, right? Not because of like all the other thousands of reasons, but because of that. Just self-esteem, young girls, and then creepy young boys that are gonna be like, you look like this, little jerks. I hope that is. I think people are doing better. I did low-key, I did get triggered because I heard this. It all makes sense though, because everything I've been learning about relationship, like, you know, we've been learning about the nervous system and relationships. It was this mom, she was getting Valentine's Day for her son stuff. She was on the phone with her friend, yapping around the damn store, and and on the speakerphone, bro, okay? And she was just like, my son's the cutest boy in the class, and all the girls are obsessed with him, and they get so distracted. The teacher had to call me in, and he wasn't even doing anything, and oh, I can't give them this Valentine, then they'll all think he likes them, and da-da-da. Like, you're talking about what, 8-year-olds, and you're acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what creates those little egotistical, entitled like. And then she was like, his dad was the same way. I didn't even want him, and he chased after me until I gave in. I'm sorry. I might be going too far with the negativity. Like, I was told to I was feeling called to share my more, you know, my doubts and uncertainties and the real shit I'm going through. But sometimes I can go a little far with it and end up sharing every annoyance or negative thing that comes to mind. But it's like, it's the shit I experienced. It's the real shit. And so, yeah, when I say I meet people out in the world that are, I'm like, no, there are really cool people out there. But then there are also, like, just people that are stuck in these, like I will see groups of grown women, like, just sitting around gossiping, like, you are grown people with like, there are people dying out there. There are people struggling to live and survive, and you just want to sit around, drinking around with your friends, beefing around, acting like a little schoolgirl at your grown age. And a lot of them are, what, teachers? nurses. Okay. Work in churches, all these things. And that is just the point, right? Is it's not professions, it's not titles, it's not roles. Like, it literally goes back to people and who they are and how they treat others. And a lot of people are just miserable. It's like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how, that's the thing, is you will see people whose lives literally, like, are not great. Are not good. You know? Like, struggle. And, like, they will still smile, enjoy the day, say hello, bless others, and care, and have empathy. And then you will see people who have seemingly everything, be able to have their own peace, their own, you know, and not a damn thing will make them happy. And isn't that just the way of the world? Now, Sandra, what'd you tell that Jimmy? Well, I'll be diddly damn. I will be. That being said, chat, our goal is, I'm like, moving forward, our goal is, I want to reach, I want to reach affiliate status. I want to reach affiliate status. I mean, this year, ideally. I didn't know it would take over a year. So that is the goal. That is the goal. That is the goal. To reach affiliate. To get I'm still wanting to reach 100 subs on the YouTube channel. We're almost there. We're almost there. I have posted the latest vids up, and our streams always go on there. So, over on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. And all the links are in my bio. And I updated the Discord link in the link tree. I did. Let me put it in the chat. Oh, it updated again? Yo, this thing updates like crazy. And I clicked the permanent before, and it didn't listen. Here, wait. Here, let's put the... I don't even know how to spell that. That is our goal. Path to affiliate, period. And here is the Discord link. But literally, that's why I'm so grateful, though, for every genuine freaking person that I come across. They literally, like, that literally is that's what keeps me going, bro, and keeps me in my heart, and keeps my heart open. And hope, restores my hope. People that just literally lift you up. And that's why I'm so freaking thankful for, I don't care how crazy or obsessed it sounds, like that's why I'm so grateful for my inspirations, because they literally give me hope. They keep me going. Like God, the few Mezos, my inspirations, and myself. Oh, this is so sweet. Do you believe? Do you believe? Hey, thanks for the follows. Period. Hey, I think we're 6 follows away from our next follow goal. E. I wanted to see if that new Hillary song was or if her album was out. Because we listened to the Opalite remixes, y'all. Actually, I said that Eli Oaks remix was my favorite. I still stand by that, but I do want to keep saying that when you really when you full out listen to the others, though, like, it's just, I don't know, I'm probably going to change my mind. The more I, like, get accustomed to them. Also, anyone that vibes with what the I'm saying, it was super cool though. It is super cool though. Like the people, the people I've been like the people without egos that you meet. Cause I'm like, is she gonna keep yapping about this? Okay, look, because it really is insane, because it doesn't matter. It really will bring it back to the fact it's people of all different money types and racial types, and like it really is their spirit and their mind. Like, I don't know. I really don't need to keep repeating it, but it just still blows my mind. I wish I didn't take things as personal. I think that's it. That's really, I think that's really what it is. Like, it is like, like you take it personally because you're like, oh, well, what, like, damn, what did I do? Like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with me saying hello? What's wrong with the hi? Like, what's wrong with me being here? Like, I don't get, like, like, what the hell? Like, why are they so rude? I have to understand still that does not have to do with me. It is not personal. bad name. Oh! And you're to blame. A bad name. Played my part and you played your game. Bad name, bad name. And you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Played my part and you played your game. Bad name, bad name. You give love. Give love. A bad name. Love. Hey. Hey. Bon Jovi, baby. Boom.
Comfortable and
No, why'd that Levi's commercial kind of kill? I've had chat. Tell me why. After the gym, there was the plate of the cold spaghetti. Gotta survive. Gotta survive. Yeah. We might do a little TMI. Hey, Hanky. Welcome in, friend. How are you, friend? Oh yeah, I was looking up the Hillary. I want to see if her album was out yet. I forget. She did, Aw. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Aw. Fran. I'm like, Fran. I'm doing. Thank you for the heart me. I'm doing good. I'm doing good now. I am. Thank you. I was down, y'all, but she's coming back. She's coming back. It be like that. The ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, the yin and the yang. I appreciate you being here and for asking, for real. I'm like, stop. Don't make me cry. Yeah. I appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind. I'm like, not being literally dehydrated. I'm like, wait, I do want to do start doing boxes though with y'all. We should start doing that sometime. I don't know if y'all, hey. Yeah, she was so cool. After that, I literally went off with that G-Eazy song, bro. G-E... Love the motherfucker. Hey, Luck of the Irish. Let's go. Yeah, she was super cool. Luck of the Irish. Literally, she's one of the creators that I remember from doing battles with, because I loved the transitions she did. Hey. Ah! Piercings to my face? No. Hell no. My evening's it's been going better now, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm like, I appreciate y'all. See, like, literally, it's like, I remember when I always take things personal, right? So I'm too hard on myself for real. But I remember one time though, it was T-Pain stream I was hanging out in, and he said something like, it's like a hit dog or a hurt dog or something, and I was like an abused dog, and it and I'm like, mother. But it's like literally when people okay, literally when people are understanding and normal and nice, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it's okay. You can chill. Like, thank you. I'm like, wow. Not, wow, people being nice, not me getting nervous. I'm like, don't make me cry, Hanky. I'm gonna need a hanky. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. She gets love, and then she's like, Don't cry. We don't cry. I'm like, we don't cry. We don't cry. We don't cry. Okay, I would never get face piercings, but unless you count, honestly, okay, so tell me why I was reading this verse in the happy dance. I was reading this verse in the Bible, and it actually wasn't negative. They do talk a lot about the stuff through the nose and all that, but but it was it was more of a positive one though. They were saying literally like people had nose piercings, and I was like, oh, and I was like, wow, because I remember that was like the okay rebellious thing for the Christian gals to get, right? Is like a little nose stud, like, oh. Let me not be ornery. The point is, I think I would try a nose piercing. Like a cute stud, like a colored one, like an aqua or a ruby. Like, you know, something fun, or a rainbow, like a little disco ball, just strobe light. I think that'd be very cool. And then also, I always wanted a second hole. When I was in my, like, when I was younger and I was, like, wanting to be like everybody else and, you know, the fit in, I was like, I want one. I want two piercings. I want two piercings. And this is no shade to anybody that likes this stuff. I'm just talking about me. I was like, I want two holes. One for my pearl earring and the other one for my Kendra Scott earring. Okay. I don't know if y'all even know what the other one is, but it's just a certain type of brand earring that they have here in the South in Texas. But yeah. Anyways, the point is, I kind of want a nose piercing, and I kind of want a second hole. I think that'd be fun. And you could do the dangly ones and get like a moon and a sun. Look, we're gonna get a moon and a sun, and then we're gonna get like a rainbow. We're gonna get, you know, like we're gonna have some colorful forms of self-expression here. We're gonna have some colorful forms of self-expression. Yeah, with the strobe lights. What is epic? What is epic? I did try a couple of different, I forget which one I tried to, it's another app, it's new. I tried a Kik before, but it didn't, I don't know, for some reason it wouldn't let me on certain apps, and then I was like, you know what, I'm too overwhelmed, let me stop. And then there was another app, but it seemed like it was more for like politics stuff. And so I was like, ew, boring, lame. Ugh. Huh. I'm gonna have to check that out. Aw. I'm gonna have to check that out. Epic. Yeah, because I really I only go live here on TikTok and on Twitch. We are live daily on TikTok and Twitch. Wonton. Okay. And then of course the YouTube channel, period. If y'all aren't subbed over on the YouTube channel, I told y'all earlier. But yeah. I'm gonna try some new places, some new tags. You said they're really nice over there. We might try that. Thank you. Fran. I'm like, Fran. I forget. Are you oh yeah. Wait, are you literally from Ireland? Is that what? I thought you were like, oh, I'm like, you know, people always say, like, especially when it comes to St. Patrick's Day and stuff, we're like, oh, you literally live there. Oh. Wait. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Hannah O'Kane. Okay, Dana DeCane. Hey. Not me telling your whole government name, my bad. Dana DeCane. I like that. That's super cool. Isn't Northern Ireland really beautiful? Yeah. Awesome. I would love that. I'm like, eh. Learn a dance technique. Oh, dude, it's been a minute since we learned new dances though, because whenever I would match up with random co-hosts with random people and stuff from all, like, you know, from different parts of Africa and different parts of the world, I would ask them about their specific dances. We did learn a lot about dancing that way and about the culture that way. South of Ireland? South of Ireland? Really? South of Ireland? Why am I wanting to pull out like a whole map now? I'm like, I want to geography this. We'll talk about our dancing and our different places, and I just want to pull out a map and just that. Wow. I think I get Ireland and Scotland confused. That's so cool. I bet they have the most beautiful, like, I'm just picturing a lot of luscious greenery. we are friends now. You're part of the Juan fam. Hey. Hey, Shabby. Hey. Fran. Which dance technique were you talking about, though? The belly roll? Oh, hell no. Tummy roll or the belly roll? No jelly roll. No jelly roll. Wait. Hanky. Wait. I'm like, y'all. I'm like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting Hillary, bro. Oh my gosh, it is Luck or Something Like It. Oh my gosh, it came out like, okay, well, 4 days now. It came out a couple of days ago. Wait, Luck or Something. Wait. Okay, there was, I'm like, not, what I did want to share, I'm like, these were the screenshots of the day. Ow. These were my screenshots of the day that I wanted to share with y'all. That literally, if y'all follow me over on my socials, you know, I'm like, let's get rid of this. If y'all follow me over on my socials, y'all know I literally post everything about self-care, self-love, and that I learned. And yeah, and then this is what I'm coming to share with y'all. This is literally what I'm coming to share with y'all. But this girl I have told y'all about before, Awaken Through Love. Awaken Through Love is her name. And she literally, when she comments on the stuff that I see, because the stuff that I see is like from different psychologists and counselors and people, you know, that know what they're talking about, like that's where I get, it's just crazy because the stuff that they talk about is like I'll literally have just learned it or be feeling that, and then I'll see it and I'm like, wow, that helps me understand so much, like what exactly I'm going through or thinking, and it continues to like help me understand myself better. So it's like, you know, I've been a year now off of my antidepressants, which again, I'm not a doctor. I'm talking about me personally. A year off of antidepressants after a decade. Putting myself on it in college, right? Because I thought there was something wrong with me and that I was a weirdo and I'm not allowed to be sad and I need to be happy and I need to be fixed and everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. And also, again, shitty families, shitty exes. And nobody, like, you know, that was emotionally mature enough to take care of me and support me. So, yeah. So, I've been off of, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I think that makes me feel better too. Because people, like shitty people will make you feel like bad about it, right? They'll be like, oh, that's been like assholes. But been off of those, stayed away from like, so a year off antidepressants, a year without vaping, a year without drinking, year without any nicotine, and then this year I gave up smoking like any form of delta weed stuff, like, so it's like even the natural stuff now. And so, and then also like really without caffeine, because I used to have it like every day, right? And then now it's like a treat here and there. Yeah, our body knows what's best for us in our minds. It literally, yeah, brainwash. Literally. Thank you, Hanky. It's like literally the people I've known and the world I've been in, like everything will tell me the opposite. It's like I literally stuck to all this because of the people who inspire me and God, and like me listening to myself and choosing it for myself. And then also that is where the AI was helpful with the health wise stuff. But yeah, intuition keeps me right. It's like you literally have to trust yourself. Like, God is good. That's the second time. God is good. See, this helps me know that I'm doing right though, because again, the girlies, the women and people, aligned people that I keep meeting, like we're on the same, you know what I'm saying? Like we're on the same page. Like God's love, self-love, trusting yourself. Yeah. The frequencies. Oh God. Like the goblet of water. Hey. That's what my vibe is, attracting my tribe so strong. That's what I've been. That's what I've been hoping for. I think that's been. I was talking about that earlier. That's the hard part for me, is keeping in that until that comes. But that's why I appreciate you real ones. Okay, you said Kristen Knepp. Self-compassion. The self-compassion, self-trust, self-compassion, self-loyalty. Because crappy people will really make you think, like, you know, expect, like, your whole, you know, they take the innocent and vulnerable ones and they will use them and make them think something's wrong with them. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again, though, because it just makes me sad. Not even just for my younger self, but thinking of the young girls I meet now. And the world is so, like, you know, if you don't have a strong people looking out for you, like, you're out there on a whim. But God is looking out for us. Wow. Having like flashbacks come circling around. Because I've said it before, and I've said it, you know, say it again. Like, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. Like, and that's 100. Aww. Or like, I don't know how old he is, but still, congratulations. Being a mom, that's so special. Yeah, I mean, that is that's why I love the people that I look up to, because I think that they do, like, they helped me find awareness as a grown person and help heal that inner child. And so I know that the younger generation there are better sources for them to learn from and role models to look up to. And but that's, you know, that's also the kind of person I want to be, is people that create a space for people to go to. not necessarily be anyone's role model, but have like a space where people can go to have that comfort and understanding. But that also is why I keep sharing everything I learn. For all of us girlies and for anybody learning. I think we're all learning though. I'm glad. Hey, it doesn't matter how old you are, as like literally anybody that is like, because literally I have this verse written down. This is what started opening me up to, right? Because the world always wants to put on age this, age that. And when I say, like, you can still be young at heart and treat people with kindness, and then there are like grown people who are just hateful and treat people bad. And so it's like those are the people that it's like at your grown age you're going to be that bitter and that ugly to others. But it's like, okay, you know, like you can be, what is it? I literally have the verse written over here, but it's literally like love and be joyful and receive like a child to receive the kingdom of God. And so it's like, and then he literally, you know, he does talk throughout the Bible about hard hearts and I've talked about this before, I think on TikToks, but it's like when you get a hard heart and calloused and bitter and like, you know, getting that arrest, that is, and become detached and cold, like that's when you move away from your empathy, your humanity, from being in God's love and your love for others. Like seeing that childlike love and like that joy, that goodness. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, is that's why they're literally what, like one of my like Dolly Parton, that's a good example, right? Dolly Parton, Paris Hilton, like literally so many, like those are like all these good examples, right? Yeah. And people wouldn't have the nerve to, right? We love and we cherish them. Hey, you play guitar? That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. Okay, rock star. Hey. I had my that it. Hey, I would love that. That's okay. I was gonna say I had this I remember, yeah, I had my mom get me this electric guitar one Christmas when I was like 10, 9. I wish I would have kept it and played it. I remember my brother was super he thought it was so cool. Yeah. But yeah, this awaken through love. Most people are exhausted because they're trying to be understood by people who aren't emotionally steady. You don't have to over-explain yourself to someone who isn't ready to truly listen. That really helped me today. Nervous system, hashtag nervous system regulation, hashtag emotional maturity, hashtag inner safety, hashtag secure self. Nick guitars. I used to dream about guitars. That's cool. Hey. You probably like well, Ireland has isn't actually the cranberries, I think they're from Ireland. Yeah. Okay, look, y'all. J. Cole mentioned this in the Trunk Sale album. I commented that. I commented that in the YouTube video too. Literally, I do the Harlem Shake like as part of my stretching routine. Like I do it on stream with y'all, I think whenever we're dancing and stuff. But I do it as part of my stretching routine, and literally like when I'm out in the world, like because it literally is such a good release, and like it opens up the, I forget what you call it besides heart chakra, but it literally like releases the tension like in your collarbone, shoulders, like where I hold a lot of it. And so I literally be Harlem shaking like, get off me, get off me, get off me. And that works so nice. So nice. But yeah, apparently shaking reconfigures your nervous system. That, and I shake out my legs, I shake out my arms. I be shaking and cranking. Yeah. That I'm like that's the happy shakes. Earlier, I was kind of sharing earlier. I did more of the like what they tell you about the hips and the trauma movement, and that can make you cry or release tremors, and yeah, that was the first time when I started this healing journey, and like really coming into the awareness that I had been emotionally abused, because like, you know, my whole life it was people telling me I was sensitive and that there was something wrong with me, right, and that I just wasn't this or that or not, right, all these things. So I didn't realize, right, just how like I had just taken it a toll, not really realized like the levels of different abuse and whatnot. And so that was the first time I had really realized I was carrying all this stuff, was when I was stopping the smoking, stopping the drinking, and I was stretching in here, and I just like literally my body did I literally went to the AI because I was so scared. I yeah, you become a major empath through it. Yeah, 1000%. And water sign, Scorpio, and all that. it was very freaky though, because yeah, again, that was the first time I realized, wow, like, you know, my body did it, like it wasn't a voluntary action, it was an involuntary thing. And then that was when I was learning and reading, like, you know, the body stores trauma, the body remembers, the body keeps score, all those different things, and it really freaked me out. I was really afraid. But yeah, so it's not just all in your head. But God has pulled me through all that, bro. Oh, you're a Libra? Hey, Libra. You got that charming personality. I like that though. Airy and light. Love. I receive. I'm like, not my root chakra calling. Charming. We are charming young ladies. Okay. Oh, I zoomed in. Hashtag inner safety, hashtag secure self. So you can't get clarity from someone who is you can't get clarity from someone who is dysregulated. It's not your job to over explain yourself just to feel seen. Yeah. I think that is the hardest part is again, just the more you heal and the more you see things and through different layers and see things more clearly, it's like you still want to explain, share, enlighten, but it's like they're never the people you want to give that to, they're never going to understand or see you in the way that you're wanting. So that's a hard one to swallow. Dr. Natalia, all up on my Facebook. Most relationship patterns make sense when you understand where they came from. Wait, why isn't it? Oh, I think it might. Oh, okay. No, y'all can see. Okay. I didn't know if you could see or not. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what. Literally, these things after the fact, I'm like, these I had to screenshot because they're good reminders and still I get new tidbits of information. But literally, the rewiring, it started with me rewiring my brain and coming out of old thinking patterns and higher frequencies, and that's what elevated me out of the old set ways and beliefs and like the environment and mental state and emotional situations I was in, and helped me make those choices of healing and health. And then I've been going through that, building, taking care of myself, continuing to learn and grow, and continuing to fight and move forward. I think it's just hard, like when you're in that middle turbulence, like waiting to be fully out of the tunnel and waiting to be in a place of calm and peace and support. Like you're in the trenches still and you're waiting to get through to the end of that tunnel. It's like, I don't expect life to be perfect and, happily ever after. Like, life is still life. I just mean me personally, like, where I have a community, where I'm in my own place of living, of safety, that, where I can take care of myself, like, get my own food, cook for myself, clean my own clothes, be, decorate how I want, have a nice, soft, clean blanket that stays clean and unlinted, candles that I can light, like, essential oils going, like, have a friend come over, like, have friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get to that point would be a fucking blessing. It would be like a lifetime difference. Like, I would feel like I'm in a different life. It would be a different life. That is manifest it. Yeah, we're the alchemists and manifestors here, babes. It's already yours. Thank you. I receive. It's keeping in that belief and hope and again, it's easier to do even, like, when you have some people that are literally just hear you and understand you and like are there, like give support, like it literally, that makes that much of a difference to believe that it's not far away, that it's possible. Most
Dr. Natalia.
not most relationship patterns make sense when you understand where they came from. Okay, so your relationship blueprint, how your parents she's at Elna Therapy on IG. How your parents' conflict style became your adult attachment pattern. I didn't screenshot all of these because I was like, okay, this is too much going on, and mine fit too many different boxes. But it just gives you like I shared it on Facebook. If y'all want to check it out, and it does just give you different ideas. It's more again of understanding like the patterns that our nervous systems get used to and how we learn our loving and attachment styles. But yeah, like explosive homes, parents' behavior, frequent is my Facebook name, Wonton. My the links are in my link tree. I do have Wonton Facebook page. And then I have my personal one too. They're both kind of connected. But either one. But yeah, Wonton. I'm Wonton on IG, Facebook, YouTube, Insta. Wait, I just said that. Yeah. I'm like, I put them all in the link. I need to update freaking the Discord link again. In the link. I just updated it earlier. They're freaking messed up. But yeah. Right. So, explosive homes. If the parents' behavior is frequent yelling, dramatic fights, emotional intensity, the belief formed is love means conflict, and intensity equals passion. Adult pattern. Attracted to emotional chaos. Feels bored in calm relationships. Confuses anxiety with chemistry. Silent withdrawn homes. Parents' behavior, silent treatment. I stopped screenshotting after that, right? But it basically, parents that withhold communication or affection, or they're just totally zoned out, like, that is what leads to people thinking like love is temporary and you can be abandoned and it's conditional, when love is unconditional. I have, unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love from God is not conditional, even if human beings. That's why, they always did say that, is that was, that holds true still, is that human beings will fail you, but God will not. He will never fail you, and he will never abandon you. And then neither will you yourself. Self-love. Okay, so all this to say, all the different patterns she goes through in homes and parental styles, we don't enter relationships as blank slates. We bring with us a nervous system trained by what love looked like growing up. Most people think their relationship struggles are about choosing the wrong partners. More often, they're about reenacting the emotional environment they learned early on. This is why certain dynamics feel magnetic even when they don't feel safe. What felt normal at home tends to feel familiar in adulthood, even when it hurts. But familiar doesn't always mean healthy. It just means it once made sense before you had other options. But now you do. Now you do. Okay. Period. Okay, this was a new one I found earlier. And I loved it. It said the love change. The love change. Love often appears, okay, when we swap, okay? Sometimes meeting the right partner begins with choosing yourself. When you take a break from dating and invest in your inner world, you become someone who attracts healthy love. Creating space within you opens the path for the person who is meant to enter your life. Right? And that goes back to the taking care of yourself and healing yourself and your inner self. And creating this space where, where the right person that you can truly connect with and see. You see yourself and honor yourself, then you know what you deserve, and someone that will see you and honor you. Instead of settling for whatever mope or rope comes fluttering around. Yeah. This one on IG too, Spiritual Titans, dude. They get me. They will literally like susa like my brain each time. But this one I still gotta work on, low key. This one I still gotta work on. But don't look to the crowd. They're lost. Be the one who courageously follows your heart and walks a unique path aligned with who you really are. Become so in tune with your authentic self that your joyful essence beams out to this world. I'm just being hard on myself because when I do get caught up in all the different put this here and this there, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what I run out of things to say because I feel repetitive. But, and then, that is what it is. That's something that I continue to learn. But also when I'm not feeling happy all the time or joyful all the time and I'm really struggling, I'm mad at myself because I'm like, I need, again, everybody does that in different forms, like at all stages. Like we all want to be happy for ourselves and for others. Like, we don't want to be upset. Never underestimate the power of a giant heart full of love and joy, because the secret is that's exactly what changes this world. It's the most revolutionary act there is, and that is what the world is crying out for. Heart full of love and joy. And I think, and people being themselves in that. So us continuing to love ourselves and take care of ourselves and be joyous in that. And choose love and light. Instead of being caught up with all the noise and egos. Every time I get on Threads, bro, it's literally a whole, it's so aligned. It's like it always hits exactly how it needs to. unless I'm overstimulated, which has only happened like once or twice. Threads is boom. Except if you mess up one time, it really is the algorithm though, because if you click, like, say, you get, I don't know, you get insecure and you click on, like, one time, I didn't know this is what it was though, to be honest. What do you call them? Like, it was a, what do they call them? They call it something specific. Like a growth page or a growth group, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a people that follow and then follow me, I follow you, and then they go down the line and do that. I didn't know that's what it was. I thought it was just a cool chick, like, saying, hey, like, let's get to know one another, like, whatever. And so I was like, oh yeah, for sure. And so and then I went on her page and I saw, like, it was one of those growth things, and so, but when I made that one mistake, bro, it was like the whole algorithm switched to, like, people doing that. And I was like, no, wait, let me get rid of her. How do I? And so I went and I unfollowed her and I cleared it. And then after that, my algorithm went back to normal of, like, spiritual positivity, like, And I was like, okay, we're good. And I feel like that kind of goes with just alignment in general. Like, you make one, not mistake, but you do something that goes against like your journey or your confidence, or you're feeling kind of low, and, like, and it's like you don't choose out of true self, and then it's like, it leads you in a different lesson. And that's what continues to show me, though, the difference between when I make a choice or something out of, like, joy and alignment and filling up, versus draining and feeling like I have to, or obligation, or sadness. Like, you start to see where those take you, and that's where the alignment comes in. We're switching horizontal. Okay. Oh, is it already almost 3:30? Huh. I didn't realize. Okay. Well, I want to continue, though. We're almost done with the topic of the days. We're going to listen to Hillary's album tomorrow. I'm like, wait, it's 9:25 there? Oh, so you're 6 hours ahead. Well, good morning. Good morning. Not my literally whole back cracking. My sleep is so, like, it'll be so random. I get, like, different. I never, in my schedule, is just so random. Morning. Oh, this is what came earlier, and I was like, I was feeling it. True confirmation comes from the presence of God. Moses did not ask for signs, shortcuts, or success. He asked for God's presence. He understood that without God going with him, no direction was worth taking. In the same way, clarity and confirmation are found not just in open doors, but in God's nearness and peace. When God's presence rests on a decision, fear quiets and confidence grows. If God is with you, that is enough. Don't move ahead without him, and don't fear waiting until his presence confirms the way forward. Where God goes with you, grace will sustain you, and purpose will follow. And he said, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. And he said to him, if your presence does not go with us, Do not bring us from here. Nothing is impossible with Jesus Christ. God bless you abundantly. So it's like literally God covering you in all things and letting him be your fortress and your guide. Even through the fear, even through the lack and uncertainty, the loneliness, the pain, the hurt. Trusting in his presence and holding on to that. Oh, your son's too? Oh. I'm surprised. Did his sleep, they are structured. I guess too, yeah. I always think of like, still like newborns. And I'm like, oh my gosh. That's nice though. That's nice though to have that structure. And that's why I get so frustrated though, is because omega-3 apple cider vinegar. I used to be so religious about apple cider vinegar. Low key, I can't remember. I don't know, but every time I get like onto a set schedule, my body, I don't know, I go through a different loop and it changes. So, but then it always goes back around. So I just kind of ride the waves. Period. Oh, you just got into it? The sleeping or the apple cider vinegar? Both felt. But this was, the apple cider vinegar. I feel like I did it again recently, and I was like, because I remember there was a period that I literally, because my mom, she had all these old woo-woo women's magazines, and they would always be like, apple cider vinegar, blah, blah, blah. And so she always kept it around, and so I was like, this is what I need. And low-key, if you put it in water and dilute it, it's pretty good. But I don't even really know what it does. You think it is helping your metabolism? Yeah, that's what I used to drink it raw, and then now, and like the most recent time I did it, I was like, let me put this in some water, like, because I remembered the taste used to be so like acidic, and so I liked it better in the water. And that, I think, is like a nice, like, you know, some people do lemon juice. I think apple cider vinegar is nice. Yeah. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look up what it does again. I think it does do something. I think it does do something for your gut, right? Shoot, you might be getting me back on the apple cider vinegar. I go, honey. Shoot. But I screenshotted this, and I was like, wait, I have to share this, because it was one of those, again, perfectly like just boom 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 on the threads, like but never let people and their opinions pressure you out of being you. And then Tim Tebow, it got hard, you kept going. Following your lead. And then Camila Cabello, happy Pisces season, fishies. So it's like a boom, boom, boom. Never let people and their opinions pressure you out of being you. It got hard. You kept going, following your lead, God. Happy Pisces season. Obedience, Tim Tebow continued. Obedience isn't always bold or dramatic. Sometimes it's showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency. Oh, this was the second boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, every time I get on Threads, but spiritual maturity shows up in speech. Words carry weight beyond what we see. And then my verse in my journal earlier today was, kind words are like honey. And again, sweet to the soul. And again, that goes back to, how prevalent emotional abuse is in our society, and how words and what you say matter. And the bullying and the hate and harassment is really evil in this world. And God sees all. And God is why I'm still here. It's the levels, honey. Have you streamed Barbie Dangerous today? It was that, and have you streamed Barbie Dangerous today? This is your reminder that you don't need permission to prioritize yourself. You were not born to barely get by. You were born again to overcome. And that's that shit that keeps me going, bro. That is that shit that keeps it going. Keeps my hope driving, keeps me believing. Keeps us thriving. I freaking... The other one was Dr. Natalia again. This Dr. Natalia, I didn't realize she was really doing it like that. But I will say, I shared a lot of these too because, again, not just for me, but like for people that I've known and that are on, people need to know this stuff. They need to hear this stuff, bro. They need to know it for themselves. I need to stop trying to, it's not my job. But if you put the information out there, it's for people to see. Thank you. Oh, good, the non-explicit. But she said literally, achievement can regulate anxiety, but secure achievement can heal shame. The overachiever's nervous system loop. Okay. Look. The stages in order. 1, background stress. 2, achievement mode. Relief, emptiness returns, raise the bar, achieve again. And that's basically, just going old shame, insecurity, I'm not enough, fear of being exposed. Study, work hard, produce, perform, prove, praise, validation, completion. Validation fades, shame resurfaces. It's not enough, I need more, new goal, bigger target, higher standards. Nervous system, flight mode, adrenaline, dopamine spike. Nervous system returns to base level, re-engaging, the loop restarting. Okay, so you're restless, then you're product driven to be in control, then you're okay, then you're unsatisfied, you have dread, then you have pressure, urgency, comparison, then you have some momentum, but it's fragile because the loop restarts, and you become restless again, not settled, and then it goes over and over. And again, I say it's for others. It really is for me though too, because we feel it in different forms. We take it in different contexts, and it really does. Like, we're humans. We all feel these loops and these patterns and these things. Like, we're all taught in the same ways and the same social structures. So it's like, we all feel them in whatever we're trying to achieve, right? And whatever we're trying to do, whether that is school, relationships, work, whatever kind of work you do. Social medias, hell, party throwing, like decorating, whatever the hell it is. Like, it all. So the healing shift goes from trauma-driven achievement, I must prove I matter, rest feels unsafe, failure is a threat, and you have to prove your worth through productivity. But secure achievement is I already matter, rest restores me, failure is information. That was one of the good things too that came from that little spiritual thingy, is that the chick did everything. That was a good reminder from back in my days of counseling and whatnot, and therapy was, but honestly this chick said it better. She said that again, not, and this was where my when I started healing, hearing people say open heart, open mind, and not judging. And then Kai Cenat would always say, we listen and we don't judge. So yeah, this chick said, like, we listen. She said, it's not it's not good or bad. Like, our body is just receiving information. Our minds are just receiving information, not good or bad. It's all just information. And so, failure, information. And your worth is not tied to performance. Our worth is inherent. And it's from God. We are inherently worthy and loved and fearfully and wonderfully made. I can see you doing a podcast. Thank you. I'm like, thank you. I mean, that's what I have been considering that. They do have a new podcast studio literally on my street and at my local library and whatnot. And so that is something that I've been considering more seriously. I just want to take my time with that and really know what I'm forming. Because we kind of basically we're my stream is my podcast. We're streaming, we're here. It's our live stream, our podcast and all that. Hey. Yep, we definitely should. Yeah. We gotta talk more for real. But we're gonna do boxes. But yeah, our live stream is kind of our podcast, but I considered that more of, you know? But I was considering maybe a pivot more towards the podcast realm. I don't know. These are all things that I've been thinking of. Yeah. I love that you said that. Yeah, we will be chatting more. And then this queen came on right when we got on, but hey, look at her third eye. Okay, third eye. You disrespect yourself every time you say yes when you want to say no. You call it loyalty, love, or friendship. Really, you're just hoping someone will see how amazing you are and choose you. It shouldn't work that way. Choose yourself. That is how you teach them, by choosing you. Hey. Wait. And that is the thing, right? Choosing you, even if it means walking that long, dark, lonely road. Only road I've ever known, where the city goes. Hey, Key, thank you for the TikToks and the roses and the finger hearts. Hey, and the necklace. Hey, wait, you're lighting it up. Wait, and the perfume lit up. Wait. Hey, and the donut. Wait. I'm like, wait a minute. Freaking, you just lit up like. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I can't even pull it open. I don't even know how many you just lit up, but you just lit up like a freaking ton, bruh. Hey. Literally. W Hanky. Literally 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 of the freaking fractals you just lit up. MVP Hanky. Let's go. We're gonna freaking make the freaking C-League, but the minute we get out of the damn D-League, bruh, we've been on this goal. W's. That's a real one. I'm like, wait, I wanted to show y'all love bomb. I wanted to show y'all. Hey, what the heck? Thank you for the hat and mustaches. Hey. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Let's go. Thank you. Yeehaw. Welcome, cowgirl. Let's go. I'm like, I've gotten obsessed with CapCut. I remember I had it before and I was like, oh, I don't really get it. I don't know why people like it so much. Dude. Obsessed with CapCut. Obsessed with it. I'm like, wait, okay, I'm gonna show y'all my latest one since. Did I already show y'all? I'm gonna go back to the Sailor Moon one because that one made me so happy. That Sailor Moon mask was literally so amazing. It was so worth it. W's. Loved. And then she came back, and then we took a break out. Wait.
Lamborghini, showed your magic like Houdini. Okay. My body shaped like genie, booty dreamy, waist is teeny. Yes, I told him to get titles, so he stream me when he leave me. I go hard in the booth. Hey yo, I'ma explain why you probably never
took a week off, came back, released the draft.
Like, hey, the Opalite remix with my rock. Y'all, I thought I was running so fast. I felt like I was running so fast, and then really, that's what I'm telling you. When you take those brakes off, bro. I told you the Eli Oaks remix. Hey, rock.
I don't gotta talk, the Lord defends me. I watch them all fall for going against me. Cause me and all my angels shot the devil up. While you was trying to pull me down, I leveled up. I don't gotta talk, the Lord defends me. I watch them all.
We put it. That is so amazing. So it's literally what my eyeballs look like, you know? Like, and then people, like, they say we're stardust, we're galaxies, and it's like literally, like when you do the mirror work and look at your eyes in the mirror, like, literally your eyes look like galaxies, bro. It's crazy.
I've been a bad bitch, Kakiana, and I'm still winning Pakiana. Percocets, Papiana, killing everybody beat. Thank you next, Ariana. You gon' have to give me Tapiana if you tryna get some Slapiana. I call my up Apiana.
Yo, those were the shoes I was telling y'all about.
Nice,
right?
Yo, tailor made like Tiana. They copying my style, Capiana. Roger that, over. Capiana. Benny Hanna to Katana. Bitch, I've been a Donna. He's screaming my government. Onika Tanya. You look like Ricky now. Still, you Takiana. To keep it 100, bitch, you Wakiana. In the hood like Kiana. Or a Tatiana. Immigrant from Trinidad. Black Americana. I'm about to shut it down. At Megaliana. You peanut head bitches is always Jelliana. I'm about to get a ring in my bellyana. Tattoo my man name. To give him Sabakiana. 85 comma plus 3 zeros. Has another comma plus 3 zeros. Then add a dot. Bop a dot. Hey yo, I've been a bad bitch, cocky. Anything can be an album cover.
This was cool AF.
Anything can be an album cover.
This was cool AF. I want to do more of that, to be honest. Dude, I wanted to get up on those tables so bad. I really did. I think I won't next time. The crazy part is the song did that without the music. Like, the song came later, like, to the video. Like, most so did like
I'm on a whole nother level. These bitches is out of their league. These bitches ain't batting like me. You bitches ain't better than me. These bitches don't count on these bitches can't count. I am not the one, 2 or the 3. You bitches look up to me. You say you look up to her, but really you look up to me.
In fact, all of these dancing ones, that was the case.
I got some niggas that do what I say. If I tell them to shoot, they pull up on the 3. The bitches be rapping and laughing. It sound like you trying to me. I'm who you trying to be. When somebody couple these groupies and tickets, 'cause I'm who they dying to me. drop a location and all of the killers come out. These niggas be fighting for y'all, but they play the back when them killers is out. Them killers is out. Cut them off like the scissors is out. When Bobby touchdown.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring
Okay.
'em out.
Check it out.
Bring 'em
Check
out,
it
bring
out.
'em out. Hey.
Check it out.
Reporting live from the rainforest, Wayne Forest, Moolah Gang Forest. You
Okay.
already know what it is. My twin Twizzy is here. Dropping that new shit, Addict. Go stream it right now. Again,
Right now. Go stream it
that
right
motherfucking
now.
Addict. I'm
Right
working on
now.
Man, bitches already fading
Okay,
like a
still
barber.
period.
They know it don't decline, so they never face Carter.
Still period. Still period. Still period. Okay, because Saucy song Drop Down. Bitch, I had that on repeat in the car. That song will make you smile. I'm a Barbie, don't need no safari. Okay. Period. And you know what? With that being said, chat. With that being said, this is how we're gonna go out here. Oh, don't do that.
Hey yo, Barbie dangerous.
Oh.
And dangerous. You are on way in range of us.
Cause a 1111 age numbers.
Dashes and Burberry rain
Boots.
boots. Looking like every designer
Fake
fake
news.
news. Front row next to the
Who's
who's
who?
Trying to build another Barbie doll.
Screws
They must have
loose.
like a channel big pop and push out Papa Bill.
Oh, Mother of the Year. Yes.
Niggas disappear, but to me it's just nothing.
Yes.
They ain't got the kind of flair. Let me see what I'ma wear. They gon' copy.
I'ma wear Montclair.
Heavy on the arch. He was hitting from the back, then he asked us all this.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Pop your shit, face so pretty. I stay lit, leave with who she got the right one.
Appreciating my solitude. Beef ain't my go-to, but I got bags of this bread if we buying food. And I'm still queening. Chanel bags, they still swinging. Old hits, they still swinging. They let it flow,
They still streaming?
But it's kill season. You apologize for the still season. Got steaming like dry cleaning. Move on my timeline, no demon. Words ain't got no meaning. Being especially bohemian. They worst nightmare, they still dreaming. Jacking, I'm still queen. And I'm still praying. You would too if you knew how these jealous bitches move. Verse 22 by 22. They don't know the half till they cracked in two. So clubby, wait, who? Broke a couple rap tops in two. Now that my jack on interview. It's clear to see they wanna be me. Hit the road, EXIT. My flow, they BIT. Shop zone by IDC. Go home and do a BIG. My dome, they can't SIT. My crown, you can't FIT. I'ma tell you like a nigga told me. Bitch, your game, pop your shit. Face so pretty, they thick. Beef with who, she got the right one. All these rappers, they got the leg numb. Kitty, think I got the type one. Pick one, take it, I got the right one. These rappers you like is my sons. Still on this rap when I'm done.
Chat.
Hey yo, told him shoot a shot like his main op. Now I'm falling for him like a raindrop. Done that, run that. Yo, Patty, give me the gun back. When he say cock it back, gun off safety. Thinking about you lately, Jojo and Casey. I be on that complex, them y'all hasty. Y'all them woman fears, but them y'all them can't face me. I ain't really trying to let them in. But if he a G, it's a win-win. Can't play the queen before the king. Bitch, I'm the pink prince. Tell him to kiss the pink ring.
Falling for you. Falling for you. Falling for you.
They like them, they fight, they coming, they tugging. I kill them, I beat them, I see them, they ducking. Got pit bulls, we feed them. It's nothing, they never been official. They never been an issue. Plus they know that my body T, my mental initial. I let them kiss the real. He know my looks could kill. These bitches gotta shake their ass to show sex appeal.
Yeah, we're gonna do that too. Falling for you, fighting for you, fighting for you.
Picture me giving bitches slack. Picture pretending I get all these bitches piggyback. Picture using me in the bars and never giving back. Soon as they think they see the light, I turn the picture black. Ain't at the mall, but between me and them it's a gap. Picture saying that you the queen and knowing it's a fact. Picture my hair giving wet and wavy
Strawberry tag.
Take that back before
But they steal that.
Picture me opening the vault.
Bitch, I sealed that.
Picture them bitches sticking like Chris, bitches feel that. Picture me telling bitches catch it, I would feel that. Picture me not telling my little niggas drill that. Picture you ended up under the sea with a dread at. Picture not listening when I said you would dread that.
I mean, locks, ho. Use a chop, ho.
I'm number one, y'all go argue over top four. Clean sweep, get my hoe. Picture me dressed in black, they calling me Miss Mary Mac. You get the picture. My niggas airing that, like married to the mob, bitch, I'm married to the Mac. Picture it not getting scary, it's everywhere to me.
Max.
I ain't calling for you, watching my every move.
Thought I was falling for you.
The sausage.
No, honey. We will not do your sausage, egg, and biscuit here. Thought I was falling for you. Chat babes, I love y'all. I love you, one fam. Good night and good morning. I'll see you next time.